Welcome to Fisher Priceless Homestead. I wanted to show you what homesteading on 0.5 acres looks like. Not much, but we're making it work. Everything I have right now is just stuff I dreamt of and just thought, you know, how cool would that be? We are sharing 0.5 acres with 6 children, 9 goats currently.
Are you okay?
He does. Yay! I love you, Kaylee.
Chickies.
So we're gonna just kind of show you our little setup and show you how we do things here on our 0.5 acres. All right, so from corner up there, back this way. This is what we've made work, all including a trampoline and a swing set. 1 milk goat, and Nigerian dwarf dairy goat.
There we go.
Here's our 3rd dairy goat. And here are their babies that they recently have that we will probably be getting rid of within the next couple weeks. They've got 6 babies, 2 girls, which are the Nigerian dwarfs, and 4 mini mancha boys. So we just have some old chain link fence over here that keeps the goat in. Of course, they have done a wonderful job clearing out this area. The tree house here, the kids and the goats play underneath that. We have our chicken run area in here. I just opened it because we like to let them out in the grass. Here is where they sleep at night. They jump up here, they'll line up. There's the nesting boxes there. And we can actually open this window and go in there and get the eggs out at night, so we don't even have to come in here. There's actually a pulley system too, where I can close the door from the inside. We had 2 or 3 broody hens, so since this was just laying on the floor, we decided to raise it up. Broody hens go in there, they'll sit for 21 days, hatch out, and then I'll show you where we move the broody hen and the chicks once they hatch out. The goats are usually not in here. Usually this is just the chicken area. The goats will stay over here at night. There is one area here that they sleep in if they want. There's also an area in there, and then we've separated 2 other areas for the baby goats right now. So this is their run at night, and our queen of the herd, Vanna, and she's not in here. She is super protective over her babies, and she keeps out any predators, coyotes, raccoons, anything, because she will headbutt them in a second. We have a neighbor who has a dog, and anytime she sees it, she'll even through the fence headbutt that dog. So a lot of predators actually stay away from our animals over here because of Vanna. So this right here is our barn, and all the wood here was given to us by a friend that was tearing down an old dock, and we were able to put all this together. All we had to pay for was the hardware for the most part, screws. We found those windows at a thrift store. All the hinges were actually found at a restore. Got a box of hinges for like $5 or $10. They work real nice for these doors. This is our milking stand. So this is a double door. This used to be completely open before the babies came. So like this wall right here was out, and this was just one big area, and that's where the goats all slept. To separate the girls and the boy babies and away from their mamas so that we can get more milk. This is where they stay at night. We do have a hay loft up there to get hay. We come through here. Here's another door. It opens up, and this is usually where the mamas sleep at night. One of the reasons I like to keep it open for the mamas at night is so that they can pee and poo out here versus in the barn, and it's a whole lot less cleanup. So this is, like I said, another run. Usually if we're at home during the day, we let them out because the garden here is fenced in on both this side and that side. We have a gate right there. We built this greenhouse to the side. And so we are able to grow our food. We have our bunny in this cage right now. We are going to probably be fixing this up, but it works for right now. We've got the male bunny in this area, and the female bunny actually has 2 spots over here. The reason we have this here is because our goat actually knows how to bite this, turn it, pull it up, and yes, open it to get in and eat the food. So right now we just have this kind of set up so that she cannot get to the latches. We're gonna have to figure that out and how to fix that. So here's another gate. We come through, here's the garden. We've got okra back there, beans, Chinese noodle beans. A rabbit, I told the kids to put the hay in the garden, they just kind of threw it in. I like to line the walkways with this stuff, and that way it acts as a fertilizer for the plants. Here, like I said, is the plant garden area. It's really convenient to be able to clean out the stall, kind of throw things over. We've got our greenhouse right here, and I'll just kind of show you. Got rain barrels right there. I'm sorry, this is so messy, but we definitely use it. So this is a gate. One thing I love about this gate right here, it's made out of a pallet, so of course it's free, but the spring is what's amazing, because look, a kid comes through and it automatically shuts, which is perfect with goats. So they wanted to show you the cucumbers. Got some pickling cucumbers that are probably ready to get off here in a little while. Next day or so.
It is so weird though.
Yeah. We've just put these trellises in. Got some tomatoes growing, zinnias, squash, sunflowers, lantana, peppers. We just put those in. Some more zucchini and squash and chili peppers. And like I said, the Chinese noodle bean. That is our garden. We're here in the woods behind us, 4 acres. Since goats are browsers, not grazers. Browsers mean they typically like to eat from their shoulders up. Usually ends up being leaves and stuff. To help us kind of better clear our property line, we've been chopping some of these down, throwing them over. They eat them, they enjoy them. And then at the end of the day, these 2 boys will go pick them up, tree limbs there, and throw them in there. And then we can have an amazing little fire at night. This is our bunny tractor we used from an old bed frame. And so we had some baby bunnies and they'd like to go in there and they could get grass and stuff. So that's what we were using that for. And the gate opens out into the 4 acres. We ended up having to put this wire up here. It's not actually on, it's not hot, but it's enough to keep the goats from jumping over. This old bunny cage, it happens to be the perfect chick container. These chicks are 2 days old. 2 days. So we've got 2-day-old chicks here. Baby go up on top of her. Okay, and what's nice is when they get a little bit older, just in a few more days, they're gonna be coming out and they can come down here and access the grass, which is really cool.
And here's a baby goat.
We're not super consistent, but anywhere from like 6 to 7:30ish, we will go ahead and milk Vanna. just has so much milk that she definitely needs to be milked twice. These other goats probably should be milked twice a day too, but because the babies are still here, we're only milking them once in the morning. So at night, they start getting very vocal. They know it's time to eat. What we usually do is give them just a little bit of grain at night so that we can get Vanna on the milk stand back there with Caleb. Go ahead and feed the two mamas over here as well. So the goal is to get all the goats behind the run. Caleb grabs Vanna, takes her to the milk stand. Now she's 4 years old. Everybody else is a year or less. So it's a little harder to get them to really know what's going on. We're still training them. So Vanna knows that if she goes to the milk stand, she's gonna get feed. So Caleb and the girls have decided that the girls will do the milking in the morning, the boys will do the milking and all the chores at night. We have just a mason jar here full of Terra's On Guard mix and a little bit of warm water. Sam has given Vanna the grain. She's gonna discard the first couple squirts. It's where all the bacteria usually initially sits. So there's always a few chickens that are here that aren't where they're supposed to be. So Sam's gonna show you how he gets them put away. Then we'll collect our eggs. Looks like we have a broody hen that probably will need to go in the broody box.